There we go. Hello. Welcome. Hi. Welcome. Hi. Hello. I am very late to the party. My apologies. I know it's a late one for the stream and I have about an hour. So I do apologize. It wasn't my fault. In my defense, it wasn't my fault. It definitely wasn't my fault. We weren't looking into all things Star Wars and Star Trek. We've been doing a lot of things. We've been discussing a lot of things. A lot of stuff's happened over with Star Trek the last month. Wait, how long? What episode? One, episode 8. So we've got 2 left. Yeah, so the last 2 months there's been a lot of Star Trek things happening, and in the last 24 to 48 hours, there's been a lot of Star Wars stuff that's happened, and is the only way I can put it. And given that I've got an hour and a bit to do this, I thought it would be more fun to actually just talk about Star Wars stuff and the stuff that's happening, because I'm going to give my opinions. I've got Nev here to give his opinions. Fritch might turn up to give his opinions, and I want your opinions because so many things have happened. Specifically for me, on the Star Wars front, one of my favorite Star Wars things above all else is being finally picked up, and Dave Filoni is completing the circle. Okay? Dave Filoni is completing the circle. Nev's already in a call. Dear God, that man's out there. Holy crap, he's already with us. Okay, I'm going to try and sort this out to get the Discord image for both of us as well. Be half here and filing teeth down. Interesting. That has so many questions. That raises so many questions. Disney sort of killed my love of Star Wars at the same time I really got into 40k. Which is completely fair. It's completely fair. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Also, I'm going to bring Nev into this because this is just us talking nerdy stuff for an hour. So welcome. As a big heads up, if you've not seen the Ahsoka trailer, if you've not seen Rebels, if you've not seen Picard Season 3, there will be spoilers in this. There will be spoilers in the next hour or so, because we're just going to talk all things Star. Star Wars and also Star Trek. We're going to talk Star Wars and Star Trek, okay? That's how this is going to be. Good thing I like spoilers. God damn it. Nadine likes spoilers as well. It's weird. Hi.
Oh my god.
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 Just.
Oh my god.
Like,
Wait.
why is it this week? Why so much happened?
Because wait there, I'm gonna try and get you full screen so people can see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make you full screen, which is terrifying. We're not there yet. I've got to pop you out into a different window. I can pop you out into a different window. I didn't know I could do this. I didn't know I had this power. When did I have this power to pop you into a different? I've not switched it. Oh my god, I hate you. There you go. The problem is now. So wait a minute. What if I turn my camera on in Discord so we can just do this in? So then it's just in Discord. Would that not make more sense? Hang on. Hang on. Do I still have that scene? I don't think I have that scene anymore. Wait, I must have that scene. Yeah, I've got that scene. 1 second.
I feel too big for being your stream.
It's fine. You're fine. You're good. Wait. Is my camera working? Oh my god, it won't. Grid. I need grid view. There we go. Grid view. Get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Perfect. This works. Is everyone happy with this? Chat, you happy with this? Well, F11.
That looks better. That's better.
Son of a bitch, I can't F11 this. Okay, you've got my toolbar, but it's fine. Okay.
You can bottom corner.
Wait, I did. I've done full screen. Oh, you son of a... Yeah, okay, fair enough. So I've got chat to my right. Do we start with Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, don't make me pick. Don't make me pick.
Star Wars, so.
Chat's on Star Wars. Nadine has pointed out. So, you know what? Screw this. Sweetie, get in the damn call. Just headphones. So you can hear us.
Oh, okay.
You may as well join the discussion, sweetheart. You just join the discussion. Hide off to the corner, that's fine. Okay, Star Wars. We start Star Wars. Specifically, and I'm going to say this now, and without any statement, anything else, I'm going to say this specifically for me personally. Rebels, for me, is, and I'm trying to make the argument against with other stuff for it, but it is in contention for my favorite Star Wars piece of content. Rebels
More
is
than Mandalorian?
yes, yeah, more than Mandalorian.
Nah.
It's close.
Nah.
No, Mandalorian makes a very good argument for me, but to be in top contention. But I still will find no. I can go back and watch Rebels over and over again and not get tired of it. The death of Kanan Jarrus, the reintroduction of Ahsoka into the timeline, the inclusion of Vader, and the development of a subplot that was a villain so good that he was better than the Empire. Star Trek Rebels, if Ezra doesn't happen, if Star Trek Rebels doesn't happen, the Empire win. Because what happens in Rebels was the primary plan. The new model TIE fighters were plan A. The Death Star's plan B. Yeah, but the Death Star's plan B. Why have I got feedback on myself? It's weird. The Death Star's plan B. It's crap. It wasn't what the Emperor wanted. It wasn't what the Empire wanted. The new model TIE fighter wins. Thrawn is smarter than everyone.
But live action.
I know. Fritz, as a warning, if you turn your camera on, they will be able to see you. This is on my YouTube screen.
So make sure you've got clothes on, please.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please put clothes on. Dear God.
Ooh, okay, hi.
Put clothes on before you turn your camera on, buddy. However,
I'm at the restaurant at 8:30, so I'm doing this very quickly.
That's fine. Rogue One.
Clothes are on, but the state of the room is terrible, so I'm going to do some tidying.
That is fine. You do that. Rogue One, I accept. Rogue One is up there for my... Okay, Rogue One is my favourite Star Wars movie. Rebels is my favourite Star Wars series by a clear country mile. Stop stroking your banana on my stream, sir. And they are bringing it back. It's been, 10 years minimum since Rebels? Maybe a little bit less. But I'm sorry.
Has it been 10 years since Rebels came out?
It's taken Dave Filoni a decade to do this shit, man. It's taken for... Oh my. You have just got out of the shower.
I am quite fresh out of that.
He's heard nerd talk and run. It's nerd talk. Where? Nerds.
So I've just watched Star Trek Picard today, and I just saw the Batoka trailer today. I already heard about the Daisy Ridley thing.
Yes.
I did already hear about that, but
I'm good with that.
All I'm going to say is, right, because we're going into the announcement. Because the announcement was last night, wasn't it? It was like last night or early hours this morning for American times. All I'm going to say is I really hope that they do the character justice, Daisy Ridley's character, because she didn't do anything wrong.
No, she did not.
That was the problem. It was the writers. And
I saw a comment. I saw a comment requesting that if they're going to bring Ridley into it, they also bring John Boyega in and give him a defining storyline.
Yes,
he did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. They geared him up like he was going to be a major part, and then dropped it on his ass, and he didn't deserve it because he was great.
I'm sure he said he's not coming back.
I can't blame him. Yeah, but the actor that played Jar Jar also will have said he wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
True. I mean, if they give him a standalone movie or just a TV series on his own, just to like get some more backstory, like when I want to see a series of when he left the First Order. Like,
that would be cool.
What he went through.
That would have been cool. That would have been really cool. I'll be honest. I'm aware of that stuff, but I currently can't. I can't see it in my vision because Rebels is so big to me. Rebels is so important to me that the concept that you are bringing it back is just overshadowed everything that exists in my brain. All I'm aware of, I finally get a live action Sabine. I finally get a live action Hera. I finally get. I know. The one thing I'm not caught up on is me and Nadine are waiting for the full season drop of Mandalorian, and we're gonna binge it. But I know that Zebus Aurelius is in Mando season 3. They are bringing it back, which means you bring Ezra back because Thrawn's back. And apparently there's been suggestion of Benedict Cumberbatch for Thrawn.
Not necessarily. Benedict Cumberbatch would be good, a great Thrawn. Everyone's always said that. But when you say about Ezra, right, okay, Ezra, what if they put out the entire season and you only get a glimpse of Ezra? and you
Which
have to
would
wait
make-
until the next season.
Because there's going to be a few seasons, because they're going to dovetail together. They're going to do a few more seasons, dovetail together for the movie. It's all going to come together in the movie. You're basically going to have... I mean, can I just point out that as
Ezra's in the teaser, apparently. Where?
No, he is. No,
Give me the-
Sabine is looking at a hologram of Ezra. She is looking at a small hologram of Ezra in the trailer.
But is it of an actor, or is it
Of an actor. I couldn't tell. I couldn't really make it out because it's small, but it is of Ezra because it's the same uniform. It's the same outfit. Obviously Chopper. Because Chopper's... Okay, the argument is there. Chopper is better than R2, but is BD1 better than Chopper? Because Chopper swears. Chopper is consistent. Dave Filoni did the voice for Chopper, and he confirmed that all Chopper is doing at all times is complaining about the thing he's being told to do and swearing. That's all he does. He's just going around going, hey, what are you banging? What are you hit? That's all he does.
I feel like R2D2 also does something similar.
He does, but Chopper is better than R2 in my opinion.
I would love to have an actual proper live action translation of R2 and whatever he's being told to do. When he gets his little jets out and says, "Here I fucking go." It's like, please.
Exactly.
I can imagine, right? Every astromech droid of any sort of type has a really common Scouse accent that swears all the time.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. All I see in my vision is this is going to be a continuation of Rebels that I never thought would happen. And I don't think a single person thought that they were going to pick it. It's like getting the Serenity movie after Firefly.
Yeah.
It's like getting that. It's that big. But I know because it's that. I don't know why that one resonates so much for me. And someone did mention Clone Wars, and the Clone Wars series is phenomenal, specifically season 7. It has so much good in it, no problem. But Rebels was like a different tier. It's S tier to me.
Yeah, fair. Now I feel like a bit of the outsider on this one. I'm really bad at watching Star Wars stuff. I'm really bad at it.
Watch.
I watched Obi-Wan.
Fair. Obi-Wan's just like, I want to see more Ewan McGregor. Give me more Ewan McGregor. Boom.
Give more Ewan. Yeah. It's where is my Ghost Neeson? Liam Neeson. Where's the Ghost version?
Well, you got him. You got Qui-Gon at the end. Have you seen, by the way, just to completely tangent, because I never tangent, just to tangent off, have you seen the explanation as to why Obi-Wan beats Darth Maul by flipping over him, but Anakin does not beat Obi-Wan with the same maneuver?
No.
It is because... Oh, Nev, I can hear feedback from your mic, by the way. From your headphones, sorry. It does it to me normally. But the reason that it works is because it is so dumb that Maul legitimately freezes up going, he's not doing this, right? It's a canon thing. Apparently that's how it works, is because it's so dumb of a move that Maul is stunned that he's even doing it. He literally is like, are you actually serious? This is going to give me a free shot when you land. And then that's why he freezes. So he turns, he's like, oh, thank you, you have a lightsaber. Oh no. Because he doesn't have a light, like, everyone knows the lightsaber's there, but that's why it works. Because it's so dumb, it's genius. Tangent over, though. Tangent over.
Are you finished now, are you? Yeah, you're done.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, would have preferred more Firefly to the movie Serenity. Oh, tangent back on, boys! No, Serenity tied everything up. They knew they weren't getting more seasons, and you get more series as there is the potential for it to go downhill. Therefore, tying it up in a movie when they knew they weren't going to be able to get more, they did it perfectly.
What do you do right at the end of something like that? It was only it was one season. It was one for one season, and for some reason, was it Fox?
They released it in the wrong order. They released The Train Job as the first episode.
Either whoever the executives were just went, you know what? No.
But it's in an era when, but it was an era where sci-fi and nerdy shit wasn't yet a thing. We now live in an era where if one drops the ball, Marvel's dropped the ball a little bit and got complacent and made too much. And now all of a sudden you're seeing the other side of the nerdy spectrum, Star Wars, Star Trek, all of a sudden they're having a resurgence. Whereas when Star Wars dropped the ball with the sequel trilogy for a lot of people, I personally enjoyed them. I know they didn't hit the highs of other stuff. I didn't think they were bad. They're movies for kids. And I've heard people make the argument that they're not, but George Lucas confirmed this with the original trilogy. Star Wars movies, the main set of movies, are for kids. Get over it. Yes. We're adults. We grew up. Get the hell over it. The reason that the prequel trilogy is now as good as it is, one, with hindsight of rewatching, and two, with the amount of filler that we've been given to make it make sense.
Oh yeah, it's like the amount of filler we've been given is like the padding is unreal between say the era between the prequels and the original trilogy. So much has been crammed into that, like Rogue One, Solo, all that kind of stuff.
It's all crammed in. It all makes it make sense.
The games like Jedi Survivor, soon to be Fallen Order. I mean, Jedi Survivor soon.
That was a good point. That apparently I learned. A friend told me today. I don't know how true it is, but apparently Jedi Survivor, whichever one this is, is the last Star Wars game that EA have the rights to make. Which means that once that's released, Cal Kestis could be brought into canon. And it is at the same time as everyone. You could bring Cal Kestis in.
But what if EA has the rights to that character?
No, they lose. No, as in their rights end after this game. They're done. They don't.
It's their rights to solely make Star Wars games.
Yes, but they don't have the rights to the character because Disney would have to okay the character.
Are you sure?
I hope so. I really hope so.
I've got a feeling Cal Kestis they're gonna have sole right. EA can still make games for Disney. They're still gonna do that, right? It's the only contract they've lost is the sole legal right to make games.
Okay.
So now other people can make it. That's why other people are making games now.
I'll just point out that somebody just said I'd like a show to explain how Palpatine returns somehow. Can I clarify? That's what Dave Filoni's doing. That's what the Ahsoka trailer is beginning, and the Mandalorian is beginning. It is the rise of the First Order. It is how Mon Mothma screwed up so heroically to allow this to happen. We've watched, and I've sent it to Nev, I've sent it to Fritch, and me and Nadine have watched it. We watch it for Picard. There is a series on YouTube that we watch. I need to move this over. Excuse, don't look at that screen. Ignore the screen. Right, there's something we watch called Screen Crush. Okay, I found it. I've showed it to everyone because it's amazing. It gives Easter eggs for everything. I've watched it for every episode of Picard. Me and Nadine have. I've sent it to Fritch and Nev. And it does Picard, Star Trek, absolutely everything. I lost what I was talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. I went on a tangent.
Somehow Palpatine returns.
Yes. It points out.
I'm getting dressed on stream, and that's what you're getting distracted.
Yes. When the rebels won, Mon Mothma decreased the military by 90%, and then was shocked and horrid when the First Order happened. Mon Mothma caused all of it. This is how the First Order came. Everyone wants to know how Palpatine returns somehow, how the First Order came to be. Dave Filoni is literally telling the story. This is what Ahsoka and Mandalorian are going to be. They're going to head into a movie, take out Thrawn. The series, that screen series that I'm talking about on YouTube, pointed out that if the Chiss, which is Thrawn's race, because Thrawn doesn't care about the Empire. He just was checking out if they had any tactical nows and if they were a threat. If the Chiss attack the New Republic, that is what the movie's about. Yeah. And then taking out the Chiss is what leaves the gap that allows the Emperor to build up in that hidden area of space, because that's where the Chiss are. And also you've got the Splinter Cell of the Sith with the orange lightsabers, because shit goes crazy out there.
Orange lightsabers?
Did you not notice in the trailer when you saw the red lightsabers, they have a very orange tinge to them? They're not straight up Sith, they're a splinter. They're a Sith splinter, because there are multiple Sith splinters, the way that you have Grey Jedi.
Is it the same way like you get the is it Sentinel Jedi, like yellow sabers, like
Guardians,
what you got at the end of...
Guardians, Sentinels, Grey Jedi, which is Grey Jedi is Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Then purple lightsaber is a balance of it's not a full balance, but it's a Jedi that knows Sith techniques because
Yeah,
it's anger but has controlled anger.
He's mostly Jedi with a salt-based sprinkle of dark side.
Yeah, which means that in theory you're gonna have this. I love that. That's so good. You're gonna have the same on the Sith side. Then you're not gonna have pure Sith. You're gonna have Sith with a sprinkle of light side.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, it's a Thanos Sith.
I know, right? It's somewhere. But all we need to do now is we need to actually thank the one person that made all these potential things possible, because all we had was red, green, and blue. There were no other
Samuel
colours
Jackson.
until Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson. Yes. Samuel, Mr. Jackson, if you're watching this.
Could I be purple?
Oh, I just love that only Samuel Jackson could ask for it, and only he would get a yes from George Lucas.
Yes.
It's just so good.
I don't know on the battlefield.
Yeah, that's all it was. I want to know where I am on the battlefield. Can I have a purple lightsaber?
You know why we also... originally we were only supposed to have red and blue. But the reason why they had green in Revenge... Was it Return of the Jedi? Return of the Jedi.
Return, yeah.
The reason why we have green is because, when he's on top of Jabba's shuttle thing and he gets his hand shot. Luke Skywalker, he's like... Dan's trying to think. It's like just before Han Solo jumps in the side.
I know what you mean. I'm more intrigued because I know why it's a green light. I know why it's green.
The sky is blue. Right?
Yeah.
So they had to use a different colour.
They had to use a different colour.
Son of a
Because
bitch.
you wouldn't be able to see properly. So they went, fuck it, we'll just make the new lightsaber green. Problem solved.
That makes sense. That's fair.
That's legit.
That's real world.
Did he?
Obviously, there's now law reasons, but that's the reason why.
Did he have a badass motherfucker engraved on the hilt too? Please tell me he did.
He did in writing, in an actual writing. It's Star Wars language. He had badass motherfucker written on the
I
lightsaber.
respect that so hard. I respect that so hard. It's annoying thing is that side. I know it's green because it's a Sith crystal. It's a Sith crystal.
It's green because it's synthetic.
Originally it's synthesized from a Sith lightsaber crystal.
Yeah, but it is synthesized though.
Yeah, you have to use a Sith technique to synthesize it from the Sith crystal to get the actual crystal out of it for his lightsaber. And it's a teaching he learned from Obi-Wan's writings as well. Because Obi-Wan is still the best Jedi in the world. There is no single Jedi better than Obi-Wan, and that's me being entirely biased, but Obi-Wan is better than every other Jedi. Because Obi-Wan doesn't have hubris, doesn't become proud, doesn't think he's better than everyone else, can watch the love of his life die, and still not turn to the dark side like a little crybaby.
No. Mandalore, the Mandalorian Jedi. The one that creates the dark saber.
No one gives a shit about him. Obi-Wan says hello there.
No one else created a brand new fucking lightsaber out of nowhere.
No, do you know? Yeah, but do you know what the dark saber is? Don't you? It's a fucking black hole. It's a collapsing star of a lightsaber. That's why it's so fucking.
How badass could you get?
It's really cool, but it's really stupid at the same time.
Crazed. That's not normal craze, is it?
That's Cursed Memory. That is from it's Cursed Memory.
Yeah. First, white crystals aren't they for healing? A Sith crystal, yes, I believe so. That's how Ashoka got hers.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Because for the process of a kyber crystal to go red, it involves a Sith Lord pouring all his hate and malice, blah 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 blah, into a kyber crystal and bleeding it. Hence it's red.
Hate wanking all over the crystal until it turns red. Got it.
And what Ashoka did was basically unbleed it. It's basically reverse the process, but it gets rid of the tint that it originally was. So it might have been blue or green before, got turned red by Sith. So then someone tries to clear it, and it goes white.
I'm just going to bring it back to point out that I'm excessively sad also that we're not going to get live action Kanan Jarrus because he kind of went boom. Fritch, you won't know who Kanan Jarrus is, will you?
There'll be a Star Wars reason for it. They'll make a Star Wars reason for it.
I don't think you can. Man had a role to play, and the man played role perfectly.
The D's learning.
I'm learning.
Nadine is learning?
Learning. He's just doing the lens.
Kanan Jarrus, but we do get Lothcats and that Lothcats we do have, so Nadine's very happy. Are you going already?
No.
Aaron comes to watch random game. He's head loads of crap to the Star Wars lore like he used to sound my smart wife.
Listen, there wasn't time for games today, so we're chatting shit. We're talking Star Wars and Star Trek, but we haven't got around to Star Trek. It's mostly wars.
Yes.
So we were thinking then that this new Sith is. What do you think he's the Sith, or do you think it's like a dark side wielder?
It's a splinter of the Sith in theory. It's dark side wielder is still. It's a splinter. It might not be. They may not be called Sith.
I wonder if Thrawn found him because he went to the unknown regions.
Well, no,
didn't he?
yeah, but the unknown. The Chiss are from the unknown. He's from the unknown reasons.
He's a Chiss.
Yeah, he's Chiss. Chiss are blue skin, red eyes. They are from the unknown regions. That he came. Yeah. Right. He joined the Empire not to help the Empire. He joined the Empire to evaluate the Empire to determine if they were a threat to the Chiss or not. He didn't give a shit about the Empire.
And then it became general. I mean, yeah, well, admiral.
Because he's that good. Because he operates 17 steps and 3 light years ahead of anyone else. He doesn't lose a battle.
He's a man of the arts as well. I appreciate that.
He didn't lose a battle against a single person. He only lost in the end because of, 1, the Empire's incompetence to blow up a fuel station to take out 1 Jedi and ruin his entire plan, and 2, because some space whales turned up and went, "Hi guys!" He didn't lose because someone beat him. He lost because Purgles.
The short space whales in The Mandalorian. So
yes,
that made
they did.
Me think something's going to be shown soon.
That's the Purgles.
That's a nod because they would have planned this perfectly for when the Mandalorian was coming out.
They stuck the Purgle in episode 1, and I know in a later season there's a scene with Zabas Aurelius from Rebels, who has never appeared in any apart from Rebels. His oh my god, what is his people called? Oh my god, what are they called? They've never appeared. That race has never appeared in anything other than Rebels. So it's never appeared in live action. It's never appeared in the movies, in the background, or anything.
Never disappeared. I don't know. To Google or I don't know.
He's googling or scratching a nip, and I'm not sure which.
It could be either.
Oh my god! We need to find the chargers for the lightsabers. We need the lightsabers back. Zabas Aurelius. God damn it! I'm also gonna send because I mentioned this. I'm gonna send chat. I'm gonna send you the link to Screen Crush on YouTube. I'm gonna put it in the chat because I am so much crap that I've learned is from these guys. He is absolutely fantastic, and he does it with a doggo. He has a doggo. Oh my god! He has a little doggo friend.
There's no link. There's no link.
The link didn't. Oh my god! Why? Okay.
Well, what people could do is just take the name from that and paste it in instead.
They really could, but you know. There we go. I'll put it in that way. There you go, chat. It's in there. It is in there for you. You've got it.
Okay.
Okay. Rebels does my boy Thrawn dirty. Yeah, he does. Thrawn gets done dirty because Thrawn is legitimately the best Star Wars villain. Vader's dominated by emotion. Anakin's whiny. Vader's dominated by Obi-Wan. He just Obi-Wan's his way through the galaxy and loses every time. Loses every time because he's just wants to kill Obi-Wan. The Emperor's got too much hubris. Thrawn is the only git that actually sits there and just analyzes. He's Andy. Thrawn is Andy. He sits there and analyzes everything and is 3 steps ahead. And then
cursed. Yes, the Sith were originally a race. You're right.
That is cursed, sir. That is cursed.
Cursed. Cursed. Wait, cursed on here.
Listen, I'm not saying Thrawn could beat Darth Revan in a fight, but you know, Thrawn looks pretty badass.
I don't know. Revan was pretty smart.
I don't know
Revan
enough. I don't have any Old Republic knowledge, but I know enough to say something that would get at least one person turned. I know enough to cast the line out to try and get a catch.
You don't know much about the Old Republic, and you call yourself a Star Wars fan.
Yes,
I do. That's something we do playing as well. We should start playing Old Republic.
Nadine did not, just like Nadine didn't know that Star Trek Online existed, she did not know about Star Trek Old Republic, so I've showed her both in the last 2 weeks.
I knew Star Trek Old Republic existed, I didn't realise it was an MMO.
I'm surprised that you didn't know that because you love MMOs.
Exactly. My problem is
Yeah.
I can only play one at a time because it's an MMO.
I understand that, I do get that. Or you can just play all of them at all the times.
Sweetie, I'd die of starvation.
No, that's
Yes.
what I'm here for. That's fine.
You would have to get her a second laptop so she can dual wield.
Yes, good. One person got turned by it. You know what? You know what? Not just could. I mean, Thrawn could beat anyone. Thrawn could beat the Emperor. Thrawn's smarter than the Emperor. I mean, he doesn't know the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise, but he's pretty smart.
With the right stuff behind Thrawn's back, he could do anything. He could take over the galaxy.
Yeah, because again, the upgraded TIE fighter class was the perfect plan. It could take down the rebels' destroyers. An upgraded TIE fighter, advanced maneuverability weapon systems, and the simplest thing, let's give it a shield. It's quick with a shield. Get fucked.
Yes, Kirsty did say Star Trek: The Old Republic, and I was going to wait until if he clocked it himself. But
I didn't clock it.
That?
I've had like 4 hours sleep. I've had like 4 hours sleep. I didn't clock that. I didn't hear that at all.
Can somebody clip that, please, so I can just constantly show him to him every time he says he's Star Wars or Star Trek fan.
Yes, but I will point
him back to that.
But I don't care, and I don't get shitty about between Star Wars and Star Trek. Like, do you know how there's this big thing about the war between the Star Trek and Star Wars?
War between the stars?
Yeah. The whole bullshit of if you like one, you can't like the other, and one must be better. You're going, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going now. Taxi's here.
You biatch. Have a good night. Take care, bud.
Enjoy, guys. See you later. Have a fantastic night. Enjoy all your bank holidays. And
what bank holidays?
Go fuck yourself.
You go fuck yourself. Go away. But
that's a lovely man.
The whole thing about there has to be a battle between Star Trek and Star Wars.
Oh no.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's like Android and iPhone. I don't give a shit which one you use. Just don't be an arse to the other side.
Now, that being said, Curse has just drawn a line here.
Oh no, what's he say? Wait.
I like both, but Warhammer is better.
I mean, no, it's its own thing. You enjoy it if you want to enjoy it. I don't know. They're trying to get you to bite. You're talking to my chat now. They are evil. They are all terrible people. They're terrible people that want you to bite and will do anything you can to get a reaction. Okay? Okay? Just don't let them get to you. Don't let them get to you. They have... remember, you take the upper hand of, they've come here to watch us.
Yeah.
And that's just sad.
They've come here to watch... Hang on. Let's see if we can angle this right on the screen. They've come here to watch...
On my screen, you're pointing it the other way. Fritch. No, come on, let's be fair. They've come here, yeah, there you go.
Come here to watch this.
They've come here to watch my peen. No. It's not rising to the occasion, I'm afraid.
From YouTube. Anyway, right, since speaking of like moving like the Battle of the Stars, shall we move on to the other thing?
The star of the track.
Star Trek.
I want.
Star trekking across the universe.
Did you know?
Always going forward, cause they can reverse.
Thank you.
Did you know that it had been 21 to 22 years since they'd all sat around a table together?
No. And as soon as I saw that scene towards the end, it was like...
It
was beautiful.
Oh my god. Also, I will point this out. We've been having an entire thing for the last 24 hours that I did not... again, none of us knew what it was with Jack's red eyes. The Screen Crush thing, again, I saw on the Screen Crush a reference back to the Wraith, and it's DS9. I didn't know what they were, but I showed it to Fritch, and then I showed it to Nev. Nadine was on the call with me when I told Nev about it. He's like, oh my god, the wormhole things. Today, I woke up and all I can see in a chat is these two going, Fritch going, me and Dan were discussing it being this. I was like, we didn't fucking know. We looked at a goddamn YouTube thing. And then Nev going,
I didn't watch it.
And to be fair, you when I pointed it out, went, oh yeah, shit, you did. Yeah, that was where it was from. Nev's sitting there, and I can do this shit now because he isn't here, so I can give him the abuse. Nev's sitting there going, I knew it was them, I just didn't know what the name was. I'm like, sod off, we used the YouTube series that tells you. But apparently, yeah, that's Par Wraith is apparently what the overwhelming theory is for what is surrounding Jack, and it's not strong enough to actually take over.
I had to binge watch
DS9.
specific DS9 episodes to understand
Nadine?
what Par Wraith were.
Nadine, you have a week.
She's already binged them. I need to watch 5 more. I didn't really. This is
And
the
I
problem.
also researched it in the text format as well.
This is my only failing with Star Trek. For the most part, I've seen individual episodes rather than like through series to series.
Yeah, it's
And that's
the issue you've got. Obviously, Star Trek in itself, like back then in 90s, was quite episodic. Anyway, you can just watch a random episode, it'd be good, and move swiftly on.
It's Monster of the Week. There's no like Voyager had a reason to be doing what it was doing.
Voyager still had the Monster of the Week or whatever weird ass thing they got into. I mean, they turned the lids as a bang at some point. That was weird.
But there was a story arc. There's a
bit of a story arc. They're trying to get home.
Next Gen is just Monster of the fucking Week until the Borg turn up.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm in season. I'm rewatching, and I'm in season 1.
DS9 is Monster of the Week for 2 seasons, and then it starts. It creeps into the Dominion War.
It's like at Next Gen hit the Borg and all of a sudden had a reason. DS9 hits the Dominion War and has a reason.
Yes, because I didn't understand because I didn't watch DS9. This is as far as I'm coming on the screen.
I respect that. I respect that.
didn't understand what the Par Wraith had to do with the changelings, like at all.
Okay,
I'm still a little bit in the dark on that one. To be fair, I haven't yet watched it.
I know Nadine doesn't mind spoilers. I know she's trying to watch DS9, but she does give no tosses.
If it's a DS9 spoiler and you've not yet watched it, DS9 came out so long ago that
it is too late.
If you try and watch it, you can't have it in widescreen.
No, you can't.
It was designed for a television screen before widescreens. It's that old that it does not count as a spoiler, okay?
Yes, it is that old as a kind of spoiler. Right,
but we're not warning you.
Here we are. So, the changelings reside in an area of the galaxy, the Gamma Quadrant. Yeah, Gamma Quadrant. Which is far away in the corner of the galaxy somewhere, but is connected to the Alpha Quadrant, where we live, via a stable wormhole, which DS9 is parked quite snugly against. So people thought, ooh, wormhole, new portion of the galaxy. Let's
settle
go through.
In, kids. Settle in. Everyone lean back, grab your cuppa, settle in. We're here for a long time. I didn't say a good time, but we're here for a long time.
So the Federation decided, you know what's a good idea? Let's go and explore this place, because we're explorers, is what we do. And of course, they came across this thing called the Dominion, which is a big group of imperialistic, we want to control everything people, controlled by the changelings.
By the way, Fred,
the changelings.
I'll just point out I've got like half an hour and we need to discuss Picard. Just as clarification.
Well, this is linked with Picard.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
But we could do this for 3 hours and not get to Picard.
I'll try to keep it short and sweet. So the changelings rule the Dominion on the other side of the wormhole in the Gamma Quadrant. Now, where DS9 is parked is next to a planet called Bajor. Bajor has quite a religious sort of aspect to it. They've got
great earrings. Great earrings.
Great, fantastic, like sparkly, dangly earrings.
Beautiful earrings that you can definitely not hide loads and loads of information in. You definitely can't hide spy files in those earrings, though. Definitely don't do that.
Don't do that. It's so they have a religious order in which they worship these people, these beings called the prophets. Now, the prophets, as it turns out, as they discover on DS9, the prophets are actually aliens that live in that wormhole they're parked next to.
As is the way.
As is the way. That the wormhole is their temple, or the gates to heaven, or whatever religious dogma they want to appear it as.
Space wormhole. People in the space wormhole love the Cisco because apparently he can communicate with people in the space wormhole. Therefore, he is a pretentious arsehole the entire time, essentially.
Yes.
But he punches Q. Butty punches Q.
Butty punches Q, the only person to ever do it.
I respect that.
On that note, the Par Wraiths. Okay, so the wormhole aliens are called the Prophets. The Par Wraiths are basically the antithesis. They are wormhole alien in species type only, but they are basically the evil versions. It's Prophet's light side, Power Race dark side. Done.
Got it.
Does that make sense to Dean?
Yes, but how are they still linked to the changelings?
Because
Why are they like teaming up?
Because they go through the wormhole, which is basically the Prophet's backyard.
Oh, they can get there.
Yes.
And they can,
Okay,
yeah, so they can do it that way. So there'll be a wormhole somewhere at some point. We've had Space Quiz.
It's probably the same wormhole.
Well, this is the point. We've discussed this previously. I have a full belief by the end of Picard that Janeway's going to make an appearance because they've referenced it too many times. But now, if you're doing Dominion and Par Wraith, can you not make a Cisco appearance?
No,
I know he went to the wormhole people at the end, but he could reappear. It's Star Trek, man.
He sort of went to the wormhole people. He dived because the Par Race were locked in like this cave jail cell type thing on Bajor.
But if they got out,
well, they did get released temporarily, but then Cisco dove into fire, literal hellfire, to seal them back up.
The end of Event Horizon.
Yes.
He Lawrence Fish, but okay, it's the event. Okay, it's the end of Event Horizon. That makes sense to me. That clarifies. So yeah, but if one of them's out, Cisco could reappear. Cisco.
Yeah,
can you imagine if you had Picard, Cisco, and Janeway
all in a room? Christ!
Good God, that would be.
Literally, it'd be that scene from South Park where Randy Marsh has watched all the porn.
Yeah, that's it. Who's a spooky ghost? So, so there's a prophet of regret, truth, and mercy. I swear to frickin' Christ. Listen, if there's one thing we've identified so far, I know I said that you shouldn't compare different ones and say, this one's the best, you shouldn't like this because you shouldn't like this. But I think it's important that we identify that the best Star thing that we've discussed is quite definitively Stargate. I mean, we're talking Star Trek and Star Wars. You've got the Earth chevron. I've got a Firefly tattoo. We're discussing two space things, and we have tattoos specifically for the other two that we aren't discussing currently. So that's a good start. Picard, however, Data's back.
Yes, which is in new sassy format mode.
Yeah, I just love this is your pissed security system back online.
Android.
It's like, oh.
And can I just say, the villain in Picard, she was amazing.
Vadic was fantastic.
Vadic was fantastic.
I can't think of a better death quote than Vadic just going fucking solids. It's like, oh, come on, dicks. Yes, I do also have a Mass Effect relay, but technically we haven't got a series of that. That's just a game. But yeah, Mass Effect also is on that list, of course.
Yeah.
As is Halo, to be fair.
Yeah. Fucking solid. What an ending.
I just love everyone failing to take back the ship in Data within 2 seconds. Didn't even let Picard finish his sentence and just goes, "Yep, done, done, sorted." And between that and Worf flirting with Deanna,
he walks in basically. Just basically professes his love to her instantly. Riker stood there like,
Troy, I've counted the days since we've last met. Riker's like,
dude,
bitch. Everything about what they're doing with Picard is.
I just slightly misread Kirst's thing then, saying we need a series of that live action Garrus. Obviously, that was in response to
live action Garrus. Yeah.
I misread it as live action Garrick, as in DS9 Garrick and Cardassian Taylor.
Fan-frickin-tastic. No, I'd watch that one more, Garrick. Screw. Are you telling me that you wouldn't watch a series just about Quark and his day-to-day business?
Oh, mate.
Just being a dick. Just being a capitalist dick. You'd watch that in a heartbeat. Joe, I did say spoilers. It's in the title of the video. I've said it several times, Joe. Spoilers. Okay?
Yeah, big capital letters, spoiler. This is
I can't clarify this more heavily. Spoilers, run away now. My only concern with Star Trek in its current format is I think Picard Series 3 is probably currently the best thing they've done in 20 years.
Yes, the the Picard series 1 and 2 were fun, but they didn't quite.
They were doing their own thing. This is
They were doing their own thing.
this is coming into the overall encompassing story of Star Trek. Discovery's fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But this is the best thing they've done of Star Trek in 20 years. But this is a homage to something from 35 years ago. You can't do this. They're not going to do the same with Voyager again. I don't believe.
Unlikely.
Unfortunately, because the Voyager story was told. The Voyager story came to an end when they got back from the Delta Quadrant.
Yep.
When they got back from wherever
the
they
Delta
went.
Quadrant, you're right. The Delta Quadrant.
But their story was told. Next Gen was always an open format. This is a homage and a final goodbye, which is so sad. But it's to a Dave Filoni level of of information, the references. It's amazing. Yeah. But what do you do after? Once this is done, I don't see where Star Trek goes next. Whereas Star Wars is going, oh god, here's the gap. We're going to fill it. Here's a gap 25,000. The prequel series, movie they're going to do is set 25,000 years in the past before Episode 4. It is the discovery of the Force and the first Force wielders. And I believe it's the Temple of Jedi. That's where the Jedi get the name from, apparently, a mate told me. It's set when they first discover the Force. And you've got 15 years in the future with Rey teaching a new thing of Jedi.
New order. Yeah.
Where does Star Trek go after Picard? Because you can't ask them to come back and do more. This is the perfect send-off.
My only response to that is to boldly go where no man's gone before.
Exactly.
But they tried that with Archer. But they tried that when they did Enterprise with Archer, and it got shunned, even though it wasn't bad at all.
It was good.
It was great.
It was good. Whoever picked the theme song needed to be shot.
It's been a long time.
No, don't trigger me.
Getting from there to here.
I will kill you.
It's been a long time.
I'll literally say no. Jump into your chat right now. Ro McCartney, I had a friend who intensely crushing on Quark.
Ro, was it you?
I mean, if you're into like people with like big ears and gammy teeth, I'm right here.
I will also point out, because I've actually started properly watching Next Gen at the same time I'm watching Voyager. Yeah. One, it's hilarious because it's so dated. Two, look what the Ferengis are like in the first encounter with them compared to how the Ferengis are by DS9. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know how to. The Ferengis are a walking stereotype. I don't know what of, but they're trying to make them a walking stereotype.
They're a walking stereotype of capitalism.
It's mental. It's so hilarious. But they're so over the top. It's beautiful.
They're like
they're basically scammers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the ultra capitalistic, like.
It's mental.
It's scammers who actually manage to get control of a planet and then just build an entire race of people around scamming each other to death and back, and somehow it balances out.
I mean, do you want to go look outside your door? There you go. I was gonna say, come on now.
Good point, well made.
But I don't see where Star Trek goes after. The only thing that scares me is I don't see where you go after Picard, because this is the perfect send-off. I'm sorry, Geordi almost made me cry when he was talking to Data about what his death did to him. That hurt.
Yeah, it did.
That really freaking hurt.
Geordie's eyes.
Yes.
In it.
Oh yeah, I'd marry Geordi in a heartbeat.
Oh, those eyes.
I'd marry Geordi in a heartbeat.
Ooh.
Also, did you know he has the two daughters in the series?
Yes.
The one that's on the Titan is a different actress, a different person. The one that is with him on the Starbase is actually his daughter.
And that makes me so happy.
It's his daughter.
Weirdly enough, the first time I saw Mika Burton on something was not Star Trek.
Wow. Okay, what's she on?
Critical Role.
Fantastic. Everything about that makes me happy.
She was in campaign 2 about halfway through.
Freaking tastic.
She played like a Eric of some description. Either way, but yeah, I saw her. I just thought to myself, why do I recognise her? And then I looked it up and I was like, that's LeVar Burton's daughter.
They should do the Wesley Crusher after he joins the Super Beings. I bet Wesley Crusher comes back in this last episode as well.
I mean, this is the game.
this is going to be a whole. I know it's in Star Trek Online, isn't it? It's going to be.
Mirror universe, yeah.
I don't know what's behind the red door. I think Troy is going to do exactly what she always does: give a vague description of what she's feeling that something else is feeling, then say she doesn't know, and then she's going to cause a problem.
No. I am worried for her. I am very, very worried
They won't kill Troy this late on. They won't do it. They won't listen. They just brought Data back. They're definitely not going to murk another character at the same time.
You don't know.
I know, but if they do, it'd be funny.
But it's a being that isn't in him, it's around him, and it's weak. I think it has been trying to possess him, and if he opens that door...
You set up the remaining 2 episodes of the series perfectly, yeah.
I think if that door gets opened, it can possess him and control him, because he can use its abilities, but it can't use him.
That's why everyone's
people.
thinking. That's why everyone's thinking like a weakened War Wraith.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that's going to be.
Because,
I'm just looking forward because now I'm like, I don't know what how they get what the players now because you've taken out the sub boss, you've taken out the mini boss. Now they've got to go for the big boss, and I'm like, okay, what's the big? I still think in that final episode they're going to find a way to get as many of that era cast in. I think Wesley Crusher will come back. I think Janeway will turn up. Because they've referenced... You don't reference Janeway 3 or 4 times during a season. Pull a Tuvok out your sleeve.
Pull a not a Tuvok.
Tuvok smiling is the single creepiest thing I've ever witnessed.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as a smile...
Freaking... I was
if you
terrified.
If you ever see a Vulcan smile, run.
Yeah. So quickly in the other direction that it's not even funny. Is Wheaton back? Well, he was in Series 1, so...
He was in Series 2, isn't he?
Oh, end of Series 2.
End of
Series 2, yes.
Series 2, yeah.
I think he'll turn up for this because I think it's perfect to have Beverly Crusher back in and have Will Wheaton turn up going, lame, and then save the day and leave again.
just walks in, it's like, I can defeat you with the power of thought.
Yes. I just want him to turn up and tell someone to shut up.
Yes. If he rocks up and goes, shut up, Jean-Luc, just go,
done. Done. Perfection. I don't know if that's I want it for Will Wheaton as much as I want it for the story. The man deserves it.
Yes.
He's lived Star Trek his entire life. He deserves to be in this finale. He was in the first episode. He deserves to be here at the end. I'd rather turn up and be called.
Picard told you to shut up.
I'd accept that. He's already told Riker shut up, Will. So he did say shut up, Will, to Riker earlier in the season. Also, can we just all agree that 7 of 9 is like just the best Star Trek character at this point? She's just badass.
Always and forever.
She's just a badass. She just exists to be a badass, and Shaw is possibly one of my favourite new captains.
Yeah.
Because he just doesn't care. He just is so sick of them. He's that one guy that is so sick of the popular kid.
Yeah.
It's like, seriously? Seriously?
He's literally...
reason, though.
Oh, yeah, when they give him back...
God.
Well, Trek always does that. It gives them a good, realistic backstory for him to be there. Because Cisco was as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Cisco, Wolf 5-9, Cisco was present and Shaw was present. And it gives them good reason to hate Picard and it makes sense.
Yeah.
But then in every other second, he just likes bitching because he wants to follow the rules. He wants quite a quiet command. And he's like...
He wants a simple command. I don't blame him for wanting a simple command at all.
Him just sitting there going, and that time, when you separated the saucer section and landed it on, and crashed it on a planet... where you almost destroyed the universe with time dilations, and he just starts listing off that it's like they're going, those were the days, and he's just like,
you stupid bastard.
You just file a report and fly to the next place. Why? Stop tripping dick first into adventure. Good God. And that's not even the stupidest shit. I'll keep coming back to the fact that Beverly Crusher dated a ghost. What was that ship on? What was that ship on?
It's
I'm
wonders wonder.
I'm midway through season 1 on Next Generation. I learned that, goddammit, they replayed an original Enterprise episode with something about gravity affecting how carbon and water work to make you drunk, and Tasha Yar and Data totally did it.
They did 100%.
Things I didn't know. I just need to learn.
It is canon and it is confirmed. They never fully explained how Data became drunk.
No, Data didn't, but Data is, fully programmed as a... No, he did.
He
I don't
did.
know. He's partially... Yeah, but he's cynetics, whatever it's, Cybertronics. But he is
positronic.
He's positronic, but there is a partial human element built
He's
into
got
it.
he's got like pores in his skin.
Yeah,
and stuff,
so
but...
in theory, the alcohol could still have an effect. Also, it was Series 1 Next Generation. There's an entire episode where he's walking around with a Sherlock hat on and saying indubitably to everybody for no fucking reason, and nobody stops him.
Oh, it's true. Ian has a good point. If he...
Chief O'Brien.
Chief O'Brien.
Chief O'Brien deserves...
me.
Chief O'Brien deserves to come back just for the fact that he was in episode 1 Next Gen, and then
Where's Quark?
he will be in it somewhere, I'm sure. But Chief O'Brien's more important than Quark, because Chief O'Brien has been the butt of every Star Trek joke for the last 35 years.
True.
There's literally a webcomic, webcomic called Chief O'Brien at Work, and it just it just shows the mundanity of him sitting in the transporter room those years on the Enterprise. No wonder he left for DS9. It was boring in that transporter room.
Yeah, but DS9 is a really bad place to be. For example, if you're Chief O'Brien, I'm pretty sure you get married and your wife dies. If you're Worf, you get married and your wife dies. If you're Cisco, you get inhabited by some alien wormhole things and you jump into lava at the end. DS9 is not a good place for you to be. If you're a doctor, a Section 31 turn up. You're not. It's not a good place. DS9 is not a good place to be. Jesus Christ! Just go join the crew of Lower Decks. That's a better chat. You got a better chance.
That's a good one. They could bring back Alexander Zinnig as well if they really wanted to.
Oh dear God! This is the
bring
concern.
Bring back Julian.
Oh, Julian. Oh, Bashir. Really?
Yeah.
You want to bring back Bashir this late on?
He's still an active actor. He's in Game of Thrones.
Actually, no. Someone's it keeps getting pointed out. A lot of the Easter eggs in Picard are Easter eggs to another series that that the director made, 12 Rooms or something like that. It's called
Monkeys.
12 Monkeys, and Bashir's in that, so he might bring Bashir back. No, he brought Bashir back in season 2. He brought Bashir back in season 2 because Bashir's the guy that's doing the evaluation on Picard.
I might have to go back and rewatch.
Bashir's in season 2.
I feel like I recognised him.
Bashir and Bashir.
I feel like I recognised him.
Picard season 2.
Ian, yes, he was a genius. He's also a genetically enhanced genius.
Picard. Is he in Picard season 2? Is it Bashir's in?
I don't think it is.
Bashir is in Picard at some point.
I don't think he is.
It's not Bashir. It's the actor, but it's not Bashir.
Well, why would they bring the actor back when not have it as Bashir himself?
Is it in Picard he's in? Bashir is in something where he's... Yes. He's Picard's father, isn't he? He's... Okay, so in season 2, when Picard is out and he's in a coma, he's having a whole... He's like... It's a medical examination, and Bashir is the doctor.
Oh, in
his dream, Bashir is the doctor, and then it turns out that it's actually his father. So they've already brought Julian Bashir's actor back as Picard's father. You can't then put him in this and make him... There's no way.
That's a weird dream sequence.
Yeah, but it was good.
I want him back as Julian Bashir. Because again, that's also why I want Garrick. I want too many people back because Bashir and Garrick were like such a. They were, but Bashir. Like, obviously, the idea was. Did you know it got blasted down? The actor Andrew Robinson wanted to make Garrick gay.
Really?
Have you never seen that? If you watch DS9, you watch the weird sort of sexual tension. There's a tiny, salt-based sprinkle of sexual tension between him and Bashir.
So it's Garrus in Mass Effect with Shepard. Yeah, there's just always the indication. There's always the insinuation.
Yes,
that I'm going to go help him with his weapons.
It was still the mid-90s. they didn't want the gays on the screen.
You say that, but in episode 1 of Next Generation, a male officer walks past in a female officer's dress.
Oh, that's just a fashion choice. No. They didn't want actual like.
They were trying though. But they were trying to be forward thinking. It was like they were trying to push the boundary. Then they were trying to push the boundary of the 90s. It was edgy, mate. It was edgy, mate.
The only time they actually got away with it was another episode of DS9 with because obviously Jadzia is Trill, a joined Trill, which is Parasite, but Parasite has memories of all the previous hosts. There's an episode where Jadzia kisses her ex-wife. But that's a lady on lady homosexuality, and therefore allowed apparently.
Yeah. Surprisingly, they don't have a problem with the lesbians as much. No, they have a problem with all of them. But if it's on TV for some reason, they won't kick off as much. It's still bullshit that they kick off in any format whatsoever. It takes the piss.
Even then, it's like if you actually listen to the story, it's still like it's still a heterosexual story, as weird as it sounds. Because they were married.
But at the time, Drax was a male host.
Was a dude.
Yeah, male host at the time. It's 90s bullshit.
I have a bone to pick with you, Fritch.
What?
How dare you make me fall in love with her and didn't tell me what happens to her?
Oh, I'm sorry. But it's okay though, because she was trying. Her and Worf were trying to have a baby, and they just reached the point where it would be possible to conceive, and Worf loved her so much because Worf never has anything bad to him. He's like O'Brien Mark II. And then she just was in the wrong place at the wrong time by accident. And got part raped.
You're on the sofa tonight, mate.
I'm working tonight. It's fine. I'm fine. No, you told her. Yeah, but you told her to go watch it and didn't tell her what happened. You didn't give her the heads up.
Love with her.
You're on the sofa tonight. I think you'll find.
In your own house.
You've been told.
Yes.
Sofa. Go now. But yeah, Picard, I don't know where it's going to end, but I am just losing my shit over every single thing that's happening.
Yeah.
I love the actor playing Jack Crusher. He nails it. He has nailed every single aspect of it.
Yeah.
The callbacks, the references, the fact that at Daystrom Station they've got Kirk's body and they have a Genesis Mark II device is beautiful. Little bits.
Sure.
If you listen to on the Screen Crush, they discuss the music cues. Every time Worf does a badass thing, they play the Klingon music. Every time Worf does a bad thing, they play the Klingon music, and it's and every single little reference is there. I'm loving where it's going to go. I don't know how it'll finish, but the fact that they've given Voyager so much of a honorary reference, even to show it on screen, they in a Next Generation-esque series, they showed Voyager and not the Galaxy class Enterprise D. Think of it that way.
Because it got destroyed.
True, but so did Kirk's Enterprise, and it was sitting there in the goddamn dock. Oh, hello. I said Galaxy class Enterprise D, and all of a sudden he got wrecked.
The cat did anyway. Say hello to the internet, cat. Hello.
Kitty.
Oh my, not happy.
I'm going to put you up on the tower, but I don't want to stand up.
This is going to go well. And Fritz disconnects. But Geordi rebuilt every other frickin' Enterprise going. I'm pretty sure you could have salvaged the D. It's not hard. Geordi could always salvage the D. Salvage Data.
The jokes must prevent jokes.
Hold it in.
Evolving.
Hold it in.
To summarise, if we don't get Janeway, we riot.
You riot.
Oh yeah.
Also, I riot. I admittedly riot because Janeway's frickin' badass.
Oh yeah, Janeway is badass.
They've referenced it too many times. And then and to just go back and finish it off on Star Wars front, I am an internalized ball of absolute pure excitement and energy because Rebels is my favourite Star Wars property.
I don't think he's explained that enough.
No. No. Yeah, but okay, listen, okay, bitch. It took 10 years. It took Dave Filoni 10 years to get from an idea for an animated series that had no budget really and they tried to shelve to a point where He is the most influential person in the Star Wars franchise, and he is able to tell his story and create a new narrative within a timeline that people thought you could not include anything else.
Yeah.
He puts the pieces of everything together.
He saved it.
Yeah, he kind of did. Yeah, he really did. And I'd love to see now that someone carries on like Star Trek and does the same.
What about Chakotay?
He's in the friend zone. Chakotay's in the friend zone where he will always remain. Chakotay is friend bitch. Okay?
He dated 7 of 9 right at the end of Voyager.
Well played, sir.
And then the next time we see her, she's into girls. So...
That says a lot. That says a lot about Chakotay already. Yeah. That says a lot. Yeah, that's a good point now you mention it. But
and even then, there was absolutely zero build-up to that romance. It just appeared in the last episode and then was never mentioned again.
Real closure. Yeah, you got to close. I'm assuming because you've got to close stuff off.
Yeah. I doubt Chakotay will.
There's been no reference to him whatsoever.
No, and Chakotay is a poor man's Riker, so why would you have a poor man's Riker when you have Riker? When you've got William Riker, you need nothing else. William Riker is the ultimate. The beard.
It was also the whole like way that character was written was really subtly racist.
It's the Marquis Federation tension, isn't it?
No, it's not the Marquis. It's the fact he's a Native American and he talks to fucking spirit animals.
Yeah, literally.
They did reference that in episode 1. They did do that on episode 2 or something like that.
I've just watched it as episode 3 or 4.
There's a couple of...
It's so, like, a hard stereotype.
Tom Paris, do you mean the fuckboy?
The Paris and Torres baby. Oh, that'll be interesting.
Bloody hell. This is the problem. You've got too many storylines to bring in, and now I don't know where to go. My mind is overflowing because I was entirely Picard until the trailers last night, and it's taken my attention so hard. I'm struggling to focus on Star Trek.
I don't know if any knows appear. So I mean, I follow like what's his name? Who the actor is? Robbie Duncanson or something like that? So I can't remember what the actor's name is for Tom Paris, but
okay.
There's no like indication on there, but then again, it could be an NDA. We don't know.
No, but someone won't be fussed. Like it is like Voyager's still 20+ years ago. Really, it's like some will want to come back. The guy who plays Tuvok has played 6 characters in different formats throughout Star Trek. If he has the opportunity, he's coming back. The next gen crew, if they had the opportunity, we're always going to say yes.
Janeway lives Janeway.
Yes, well, she's pushing for a Janeway series, isn't she? Mm-hmm. She wants a series. I've seen that. It was a
kind of interview thing.
Yeah, she wants a Janeway series.
She wants to be Janeway again. So
she's wanted it.
Begging!
I can see her turning up.
I don't care if it's for 2 minutes. I need her.
I think she's in for this. Because I think you very rarely brought Janeway and Picard together. I think they have like 1 or 2 conversations via monitor, and that's pretty much their interaction throughout.
The only interaction is in
Admiral Janeway when he's still captain.
In Nemesis.
Was she in Nemesis?
Literally just on the monitor.
On the monitor. That's their only interaction. She's Admiral, he's still captain. So
yeah,
to bring them together actually in the same room.
I think it was Nemesis. Either that or Insurrection.
For 7 of 9 as well.
Oh, if you bring it back for 7 of 9. Another one. I can't think. What's her name now? What's 7's name? The actress's name?
Joe Ryan.
Thank you. She lives Star Trek. I've never seen somebody live Star Trek like she lives Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
To be fair, as well, the person who lives Star Trek is the guy who played the Doctor in Voyager.
Oh, but she. Oh my. Yeah,
yes.
but he proceeded to play the same character when he moved over to Stargate. He went to Stargate. He went to Stargate Atlantis and played basically a finance version of the Doctor.
Yes.
Sick of everyone's shit and just trying to do his job.
The Doctor, not a doorstep.
Oh my god, he's such a good actor and such a good character.
I don't know what it is, but the stereotype with doctors, like the main doctor in Star Trek, where they're just done.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate that there's just one role on the ship where they're so. Can you imagine being a doctor on an exploration ship when all they do is come back every other fucking week with a new illness, ailment? They've turned into a ghost. They've dematerialized. They have giant green crystals growing on their skin, and they're just sitting there going, "I just wanted to give them ibuprofen." Just stop going to the planets that we don't know. Scan it first! Scan the planet before we go there! Just give it a scan! Check it out! Stop beaming down! Dear God, we've got hazmat suits! Look at the hazmat suits! They're dusty! You never put a single hazmat suit! You just beam down! And it's always the captain or the first... It's always someone important! It's never ensign number 7284! He died down there, so I didn't have to bother! Every time. So I can understand. I can understand why they probably are just a little bit done with this shit. They've gotta be so bored.
The only doctor I remember not being as done was probably Beverly. Even say in season 2 where Beverly disappeared for a bit and we had Dr. Pulaski. She was 100% done with everyone's shit.
Can I point out that Beverly was a different kind? Beverly wasn't done with people. Beverly was done with Picard.
Yeah.
She was too busy being an absolute arsehole to him because she both hated him for her husband's death, but also wanted to sleep with him at the same time.
Yes.
She was too busy.
As evidenced, she got her wish.
No red shirt deaths on Voyager. Well, I mean, they couldn't because, if you started counting the amount of people that died on Voyager between the point where it starts and the point where they actually get back from the Delta Quadrant, given that there was no way for them to get new people, there would be no one left on the ship if they started killing red shirts. Yeah. Technically, at the start of Voyager, they only have 38 photon torpedoes, and I watched a video that detailed every time they used a photon torpedo, they used more than 38.
A lot more.
Significantly.
Definitively, they stated 38 and used a lot more than 38. I don't care if you enhance them with Borg tech to biologically engineer them, you still used a lot more than you had.
Yes.
Also, they ran out of coffee and they somehow fixed that one as well. I've still not got an answer for that.
They found it in Nebula. Move on.
It wasn't a nebula.
There's coffee in Nebula.
I accept that they had a coffee nebula. I accept the existence of a coffee nebula in my internal canon of life.
It was a space being, not a nebula. I've literally just watched that
Space
episode.
bean. Space coffee bean.
Yeah.
Space beans! Space beans!
Being.
Bean. No. So, as we can all clarify, the only thing that I hope for with the upcoming releases for Picard and with the upcoming releases across Star Wars is that we get a new season of Stargate Universe. That's all I need.
That's all we want.
Listen, if we also get an announcement of an SGU continuation, they will not be able to shut the lid on the coffin. I will have an excitement-based heart attack, and they will not be able to shut the lid on the goddamn coffin. Okay?
I don't think we're going to be doing. There were words of a reboot, like an SG-1 reboot kind of thing.
but with none of the original cast, and I can't get behind it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I don't get a bit of Daniel Jackson or Teal'c at the very least, because SG-1 died a little bit for me when O'Neill left, because O'Neill and Hammond were SG-1. You can't bring Hammond back because unfortunately he died.
Yeah.
O'Neill, I understand the actor's desire to step away from it, but it killed SG-1 for me a little bit because the Ori never did it for me. Comparatively, the Ori were fine, and I'm sorry, they were all right. They brought in somebody who just doesn't age, as proved over the last between Firefly, SG-1, and then 20 years later to Deadpool. She doesn't age.
She is immortal. I do not understand.
She's immortal. They brought cool actors in. They made it really good. It just didn't hit in the same way for me. Atlantis, Nadine's favorite. Atlantis was good. Didn't hit overall for me, but was very good. I loved the main actors. SGU stoked a fire in me that the others didn't, because it made it more personal and they had great acting and they just told different stories. Yeah. And the concept of just we are several galaxies away from home, we're fucked.
Yeah.
So
Was
they pulled a Voyager.
they pulled the Voyager? Yeah, they pulled the Voyager, and also by and large, I would argue they had the prettiest Stargates.
Oh yeah, they were pretty.
They were steampunk. They had steampunk
Yeah.
Stargates.
I never watched Universe. I will watch it eventually once I get through Star Trek, Star Wars, all the other shit.
That is correct. You will watch Universe. You will watch Universe. There will not be a choice in the matter. I will duct tape you to a chair, and we will watch it together.
Ian's very correct. They can't bring back Atlantis because Momoa is too big now. Both media-wise and physically, he's huge.
Yeah.
He won't fit through this. He wasn't small. He won't fit through the Stargate anymore.
Yeah, that was a lot of talking there.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. It's Jason Momoa. I mean, I think he'd just come back and do it back for the giggles. He'd come back for the giggles, Jason Momoa would. But it's also, you've got to put the consideration, as with everything else, when did Stargate Atlantis end?
When, conveniently enough, they landed the city of Atlantis in San Francisco Bay.
Yes, but what year
Oh,
did Stargate, Atlantis?
I want to say 2005.
Oh my god, just tell me when it frickin' ended.
Good
Might have
IMDb.
It looks, it's not giving me the frickin', oh my god, why? So its final episode aired January 9th, 2009.
9.
But it's been 14 years.
Yeah.
No matter how you swing it, 14 years, people are going to age, and the story is not going to tell as well as it could have done after a couple of years.
True.
Honestly, the same.
You are saying that while we have Picard.
Yeah.
Yes, but they've made it. Yeah, but they've it took 2 seasons to get to the point where they can do this season. They had to retroactively fill in why he wasn't around for 30 years.
True.
They retroactively had to create an entire catastrophic event involving androids and synthetic beings to explain why he fell out and wasn't part of Starfleet. You then had to spend a season deciding to have really fun times with Q, which I was entirely on board with, but meant nothing to the overall arc of the story. You had to... Basically, Season 2 was to write out 2 characters that they wrote in Season 1 and close the Q arc.
Yes.
And make it so that Season 3 wasn't about the Borg. Which was a kind of a mistake, because it would have been fun to have the Borg in Season 3. But, you know, Agnes is doing her thing. God bless her. And now they had to do all of that just to gear up for this final last season, to bring them all back together.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I don't see how you do that with Atlantis. With Stargate, honestly, Stargate in general would need a full reboot, sadly.
Yeah. That's what they're hoping to do, isn't it? Hey, maybe.
There's a show I never hear about anymore. Wait, Atlantis or
I think it's
Atlantis?
Andromeda.
Never watched Andromeda. Weirdly, I couldn't. I think there's only so much you can watch at one time, and Andromeda was the one that fell between the cracks.
3 episodes, and it was just random episodes of Andromeda.
Apparently, it was good. Battlestar Galactica as well. I never watched Battlestar Galactica.
I couldn't get into Battlestar.
Apparently, it was really fucking good. I just never watched it, but I never watched Lost and stuff like that around that time frame either. So you know, too busy rewatching Stargate. Well, this is the joy. Me and Fritch at university, we had a OneDrive connected, and Fritch had the entirety of SG1 on that OneDrive. The amount of SG1 that we just frickin' watched, and then SGU at the same time when it came out.
Yeah.
That was all we frickin' watched for a time being. That and How I Met Your Mother. It was a great time to be alive. Apart from the mild mid-20s depression, alcoholism, and university coursework.
Mid-20s alcoholism?
But now you're a connoisseur. It's not an no. Once you're in your 30s, you become a connoisseur. It's entirely different.
You in 30s you're a connoisseur. So in your 20s you're like, what was it? The triple vodka relentless at the student union bar.
Do you not remember that bar that we found that we went to on my birthday? The 3 of us, and it used to do 6 shots and mixer for £6.
Was that
Harry's Bar? It was called Harry's Bar. It isn't there anymore, but it was called Harry's Bar, and it used to do 6 shots and mixer for £6.
God damn.
Yeah, but the bar was here. The bar was here. To the side of the bar were 2 TVs with consoles connected to them.
Fun.
And everyone was playing Halo. And then downstairs was just all metal. Do you remember that, Fritch?
Yeah, I remember it. I remember it as well as I can remember it.
But they had like 2 TVs with just with Halo plugged in, with metal music playing. It was great. And on that note, I really need to go because I need to actually get to work because it's 9 PM.
Oh, it's not how much you drink; it's how many you've tried. I've tried a lot.
We've all tried a lot. Sounds like a night out of heaven. It was good. It was dingy, but it was good.
Yeah, it is a complete dive, but hey,
You love a good dive, though. Who doesn't love a good dive?
Who doesn't love a good dive?
Exactly. Giggity. Okay, on that note, though, I am going to have to go. I really do have to go because I need to eat something and get signed in for work, unfortunately, because they're going to make me do the work things. But thank you very much for the Star Trek info.
It's fine. If anyone wants any more, just ask me. I know I've got far too many. I've got a Discord. You can took the questions in there.
I mean, to be fair, we could just do this again if people want us to do this again. I'm not doing. I won't make a podcast. Like, I'm not gonna make a podcast. But if we want to like choose a subject every so often and just do a stream where we just chat shit about a subject we're talking about anyway.
So a podcast.
Dan, I hate to tell you this, but I'm gonna
shut up. Shut up.
That's a podcast.
I'm not. I refuse to call it a podcast because the last thing we can have is at least 3 white people sitting on a call talking about stuff. Because
that is a podcast.
I know. I don't want to become another group of 3 white people just sitting there talking about stuff. Okay, I'm trying to avoid being a podcast here.
But it's nerdy stuff. That's fine.
Yeah, but we could. Yeah, but it doesn't have to. Just we can talk about anything. Anything and everything.
Anything and everything,
like,
all of the time.
If people want us a little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. A little bit of everything. I got my words mixed up, damn it! And Fritz doesn't know what that's from.
Nope.
Bo Burnham's Go Outside.
Inside.
No, I don't know that.
I'm calling it outside now. It's time, sweetie. You have
No.
to go outside.
Never.
Go outside, sweetie.
No.
Yes.
No.
Outside.
No. I actually sound frightened. What the fuck?
Oh, sweetie, no. You've got to go outside and see the real world and things.
Yeah.
I'll start singing Enterprise to you again.
Fine.
There you go.
Oh,
Right.
Just chase me out the door singing it.
Okay.
It's been a long.
It's been a long time.
I will go right
Getting
now.
from there to here. You realise after we catch up on voice.
She is this close from dumping your ass.
I mean, I dare you.
No.
Fritch, I know you want us to date, but you've got to stop trying to split me and Nadine up, buddy. Okay? I've told you, Nev's next in... If Nadine leaves me, Nev's already next in line. I'm sorry, okay?
I've got to take a shot, I'm sorry.
I completely understand it, and I love you too.
Anyway, go to work.
I'm going to work. Right. You realise I'll probably be back in this call at some point, either today or tomorrow, just to discuss more Star Trek stuff, but I will be back in a second.
Goodbye, Internet.
Bye-bye.
Oh yeah, my camera doesn't work now. Okay, so what you can't see but can't tell also is that because my camera is turned on in Discord, it won't work in here. 1 moment. I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go here. And then my camera should work. Oh my god, it's not working. Camera work. Please work. Can I refresh my browsers? 1 second. Trying to refresh the source. You can still hear me, chat. I'm still here. Is it Thursday yet? No, it's not Thursday. It's Friday. Or is it Saturday? Or is it not working? I can't refresh my source, chat. My source is broken. It won't refresh. Good news, I can't refresh this source. So you can hear me, but I cannot see you and you cannot see me. Activate. Why? This makes no sense. Hang on. There we go. Woo! Did it. Fixed it. Somehow. But I have to shoot. Like I said, this was just a case of we didn't really have time to do anything else, and I wanted to chat some random crap with my friends, and I thought you guys might enjoy it. So I really do hope you did. If you did enjoy it, please do drop a like on the video. Please do go watch the new videos on the channel as well. Nadine is currently working through editing different stuff. I'm assuming you're editing tonight?
Yeah.
Nadine is editing tonight. I didn't know if the video was done or not. I wasn't sure. But please do go watch the stuff on the channel. The new raft videos out. Loads of new videos are out. If you enjoy it, tell people about it. Show some love. If you find yourself coming back and you're not subscribed, why the hell not? That's all my hard sell. I feel dirty for doing it, so, I'm going to go have a shower. I'm going to go cry in a cold shower for a little while. But thank you so much. As always, it is you guys that make it. It's just a pleasure having you here, and I really do hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next week. Go be freaking awesome. Kick some ass. Take care. Ask Dean when the YouTube video, when the War Thunder video will be ready. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I've been asking when the War Thunder video will be ready.
I'm doing it next. I'm literally editing it tonight.
There you go.
Sorry, Andy. Love you.
You guys rock. I will see you guys soon. Love you guys to bits. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm going to let her wave for as long as possible. You got to wave at him and going, we're leaving. Sweetie, no.
You're gonna be late.
Damn it, she's right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.